Vinod the
Vinod Davade, yeah. So,
where is there you call?
oh, so next I would like to call uh, wonderful poetess Nirmala ji. Are you there? Nirmala ji? Okay.
Yeah,
So, you please recite the poem.
sure.
You are not visible. Audible but not visible.
One second, ma'am.
You are audible but you are not. You were not visible.
One second. I'll start the video. Yeah. Good evening. I hope now I'm audible and visible.
Yes.
So, shall I start? Yes, Ekta ma'am.
Yes.
My poem is titled Myriad of Colors. Awestruck in the valley of colors, soft, tender, indecent hue of colors. Amidst the exquisite lap of nature, exotic fragrant lilies, pansies, daisies, and vivid lavenders. Gazing at the enigmatic creations, I wonder, beautiful transparent turquoise water flow the nature creator. Hues of lush, luxurious, fresh green is splendid and serene. Bleak, golden, spectacular sunrise, golden rays illuminating the entire paradise. Basked in the glory of sun, a resplendent valley of flowers is truly a bliss to gaze at the spectrum of colors. Invokes vigor, nature's myriad of colors. Thank you to the team of Fertile Brains, especially Prasanna sir, for inviting me to this event. It has been a wonderful opportunity, and this is my second time. So, looking forward to more such opportunities.
Wow, wonderful poem, Nirmala ji. And really the
Thank you, Ekta
and
ma'am.
the colors of beautiful sober colors from the poems really sprinkled all over, and the words were
Thank
simple.
you.
The light of the words were really touched the heart, and it was a beautiful especially the
Thank you.
sunrise part when they fall on the flowers.
Thank you.
And so next I think for Wilfred, he has not yet joined. So, Vinodji, I will call.
Renukuntla Murli also is there. Renukuntla Murli. And Aftab Tariq has not joined.
Yes, good evening, madam. I am here.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, you are not visible. Just turn on the camera.
Hello?
Hello, you are audible, but
Madam,
you are
I
not
am visible now? Now
now
am I visible, madam?
Yeah.
Not
You are
visible?
visible as well.
Now audible?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Good evening to all.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
Just a minute. This is the third time I am going to come before me. The words of Wordsworth, the great English poet, come forth into the light of things. Let nature be your teacher. Well, is it audible?
Yes,
Hello?
yes, it is audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Nature is a teacher, nature is mother, nature is God. The phenomenon of the physical world. Nature is not made by human beings. but it is normal. It's natural. The earth, the moon, stars, and the flowing rivers, oceans, valleys, the mountain ranges around us. Nature is like mother and teacher, never scold us unless we do wrong anything. We enjoy the clouds, the stars shining bright in the sky, the clouds carrying water, like it gives air to breathe and to eat water, drink, soil to get grains. Nature is the worthy in the world as worthy as nature on the universe. We enjoy nature, the bird chirping, sparring, and musculus buzzing sounds, leaves crunching, branches sticking. We must keep the nature and protect. Otherwise, there's nothing else on the earth. Well, thank you very much, madam, for this. Though I am unable to continue my poem, I am unhealthy, but very happy to participate. Thank you, Professor Master and madam. Thanks a lot. Thank you, madam.
Thank you for your recitation, and it was a wonderful poem. And who else is left, Ms Ekta?
Like
Sorry.
there with the name B. Please switch on the camera because we are not able to, know the name. MVBR. Please switch on the camera.
Camera and he is also on mute.
Yeah, but he must be listening. Voice now.
Ma'am, it's like
Because
it's MVPR is not happening from the company side. So I switched on my camera.
okay. Okay, fine. So I think we are left with Binodji, poet Binod Davare.
Yes,
Binodji, you are
yes. Good evening to all.
there? Good evening. Please write your poem.
Okay. For the theme, today's theme is the elements of nature, and I like to tell 5 to 6 lines about the nature, and I like to go to my poem. So nature is the things we saw in our backgrounds, like as the trees, forests, and other things. All are the nature, like as in especially mentions the fire, water, earth, land. From that, our body is made up of, and all are the natures. Many poets, many writers try to express their writings. From by bringing the reference of the nature, so uh, their works is immortal and very perfect. So I also take out one element, stars from the nature. This goes like this: stars, you are what you twinkle at the night, you are bigger than sun, you are bigger than the earth, you are the bigger and you are the most powerful. You are twinkling at the night, at the day, you become absent, but at the day, you become present. You move from the one place to the another place. You are becoming the disguised and you became close with each other. Your brightness is meaningless. You are beautiful, dazzling. You are also a living being. You could be very much happier and very much excellent with each other. You twinkle, you become bright. You also live with very much happier. You also die and you come on the earth. You could be very much clean, enjoying the nature. No one could take the place of you. You are the power, you are a symbol, you are of shapes. The 10,000 sun also could win one you. You are better and you are the most good and brighter. You could win all others, peoples, or lives or things. You are the stars, you are the perfect. This much thank you.
Wow, Vinodji.
Be-
Nice poem. But you did not switch on the camera this time.
But there is some lighting problems.
Okay, okay, no issues. It was a nice poem, nice listening to you. And, the simplicity of the poem really adds to any poem, anytime. If the meaning touches the heart, the poem, simply reaches the heart. So wonderful. Nice poem.
So I think
And
all of participants got the chance, or anyone is left. Ekta, you are mute.
Wilfred is having problem with the earphones, so he will not. If with that is fixed, he will be joining. And Medi has not joined yet.
So we
So
wait for 2 to 5 minutes, 5, 10 minutes, or
so we can wait for 2 minutes. Otherwise, we'll conclude.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, just we'll wait for 5 minutes. So then till then we'll interact with each other,
Yes.
and everyone can introduce one by one, turn by turn about themselves. Say a few words on themselves. So starting with Ms. Jayashree, I can call upon you. Then we can call other members to tell about themselves something personally, because we want interaction also. So let's
Yes.
Thank you,
start with
Shilpa. I'm Jayashree, basically a food blogger and a content writer. Writing poetry is my passion, and it's nice to be part of this Fertile Brains group.
Yeah, good. I know about your food this thing. Sometimes you post on Insta and
Facebook is
yes, I have joined you on Instagram. Uh, Now, Ekta, you tell about yourself, and then we'll go on to other participants also to introduce themselves.
I was actually messaging Medi, please, please call upon someone else. I'll definitely introduce after that.
Okay. Okay, I'll call upon Mr. Lakshman Rao. You can introduce yourself and few words on your own interest and hobbies.
Sure, ma'am. Is it audible, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Ma'am, well, when it comes to poetry, poetry, in fact, poetry has chosen me. I believe that way.
That's great.
Another way. Okay. The reason is nobody chooses poetry. It's like a unique object sort of a thing. Like
It's
nobody.
the inner voice. Poetry is
Poetry is
mostly
the inner
the
one.
inner
Yeah,
voice.
that's what. Nobody tends to take up poetry as a matter of profession or else as a matter of trade or whatsoever.
that's true.
It just it comes on its
Yeah,
own as
one
a
as a experience.
inspiration or motivation.
Nobody takes up that.
And actually, it
Yeah,
is very peaceful to the soul when you write. You feel very
yeah.
happy
Thanks.
with your own creation.
Yeah, cool, man. So that's how it happened with me. Some 3 decades before. So I started gradually writing, reading Shakespeare, Keats, Wordsworth, Coleridge, everybody. So I was fond of sonetry. In fact, I took up sonetry, and later on I came up with several other forms.
So, do you write
So
sonnets
I
and all,
wanted,
or you love? I mean, do you write sonnets and all?
yes, ma'am, I do write. I have
Because it has a
almost gotten a
particular pattern and format. The 14 lines that it should rhyme. Its syllable count should be some
yes,
limitations are there.
yes,
Which it is a formal poetry, you can say. So
yes, ma'am.
some other event, I would like to hear your sonnet from you.
Cool. That would be nice. When it's a classical poetry, I would like to introduce myself as a sonneter, and I would like to recite my sonnets. That too.
Okay.
So poetry, it just happened to me. Unlike I don't know about other cultivated poets. But for me, it has been a natural tendency that it has come on its own. As kids say somewhere like, if poetry should come, it should come as leaves to plants. If
Yeah,
not, not at all.
yeah, that's correct.
If I shall I recite the same line again as a statement?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Kid says like this: if poetry should come, it should come as leaves to plants. If not at all. So that natural should it be. It's not like something that you should. Many people they just try to write it for the sake of rhyme or the sake of muse, so as to entertain themselves or to entertain others. But we can't catch the soul of it unless there's any soul in it. I don't write. I personally don't write. I don't know about others. Like until unless that doesn't ignite me, until unless that doesn't provoke me, that doesn't entice me, that doesn't pacify me, I don't write it. But I have certain ideology within my poetry that most of my poems is based on poetry by itself. I roam around the poetry circles, the poetry nuances, the poetry thesis, poetry ideology, the poet, the poems, and so this sort of thing.
okay, thank you. And now I would call Midred to introduce herself informally. Midred, just say a few words about yourself. Unmute your mic.
Okay, so let me tell you, let me talk about myself. Actually, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher of writing. Yes, I'm also teaching 21st century literature, emerging literature. So basically, during the time I'm teaching in college, I basically teach world lit, Afro-Asian lit, or every other kind of literature. So somehow I have read quite a bit. And then now I'm teaching in senior high school. One thing about me, I used to have a pen name, which is Nada or Sappho. I used to have Nada or Sappho. I encountered the name Nada from the works of Ernest Hemingway and his story, The Clean and Well-Lighted Place. In there, he specifically stated the Nada. The nada is actually nothing from Spanish term nada, nothing or nothingness. So I don't have to lose anything if I'm nothing. So that's what I think upon myself before. I will never lose anything because I am nothing. So I love the name Nada. I put it on myself.
We all are like that. Like we are all mortals. We are like nothing before we had come on this planet, and after planet. So
I
that
also
is very apt, according to for all of us.
Yes. And also I also chose the name Sappho because I believe Sappho is the only female who was able to break through Grecian literature or Greek literature, the classics. You see, it's Sappho, the Lesbos. Sappho is from Lesbos. Lesbos is a city-state in Greece. And being the only woman, she also is like a man who favored women. And so she was taken in because she is like a man. Because, during those times, only men or males are allowed to write. And so she is very powerful. So I like her so much. I put it on myself to be Sappho. But she came from Lesbos, which is the city-state of Greece. And so she is called, or whoever follows her will be called lesbian. But for the modern term, lesbian is like, you are like a woman trapped, you are like a man trapped in a woman's body.
For lesbian
But what
word,
I
it
love,
is the meaning nowadays they take is a woman in a relationship with a woman. But what you said is
yes,
understandable that the
yes,
people who follow the Greek person, I'm not much aware
yes.
of the name, so So anyway, things have changed a lot, as you say, and really happy to know so many things about the other places and
Yeah,
cultures
yeah.
around the world. Now I'll move. If you just excuse me because of the lack of time, I have to
Yeah.
give the chance to other participants also, and
Thing
good
to
to
know,
know that you as well as knowledge.
that is just only thing to know about me. My name Nada and Safwa and my teaching. Thank you
Yeah,
very much for the
Thank
time.
you.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Now I would like to call Miss Nirmala to is there.
Is it audible?
I
Hi,
think
ma'am.
you want to say something, Lakshmanji. You are on mute. Lakshmanji, you are on mute.
No, she's speaking.
Please unmute. Lakshmanji, please unmute.
Nirmala ji is speaking.
Is it audible now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's audible, right?
Yes.
Yes. As Mildred Pao was saying, like nada means nothing. So I would like to comment on something here. Everything comes into existence. Everything comes into existence from nothing.
That is
Everything comes into existence from nothing. So nothing is everything. So and apart from that, like I would like to share my book here. Is it visible?
yeah, yeah. The world within.
The world within. Well, this is my first debut, which I not yet launched in the market. I've done the print and the publishing part, so it's with me as of now. So very soon it will be in the market.
Beautiful.
Thanks a lot. Well, you can carry on, ma'am.
And since Nirmala ji is there, and before Nirmala ji starts, I would like to say, Shilpa ji, Jayashree ji, we would like to listen to your poems as if you can.
Actually, I have not written,
Even I have not written.
but I'll just say something regarding the nature, what I feel, the bond with the nature, because I live in western coast of Maharashtra, that is in Thane near Mumbai, and the place where I stay, I reside within 2 kilometers of range. We have Yeur Hills and open lake. Means the surroundings, the vicinity is very beautiful within my residential place. So I always used to go to a place few years back. Now I have stopped because of lack of time and work. But still, the yearning is there for me to go to that place and feel the same peace which I used to feel for many years. Around 6 7 years, I used to visit those hills. By I used to go by walk and climb the hills and sit there for 10 15 minutes and come back early in the morning. So I'll just say a few words of about those hills, what I felt. The wonder of the world, miracle of nature. Oh, how I wish to come here daily and would be able to enjoy the different views in the Empyrean at the dusk and dawn, escaping the hectic schedule, enjoying the bliss of solitude in this fascinating corner to pacify my soul and feel the ambience of nature at the core of my heart, creating a magical spell on my soul. Thank you. This is what I can say about nature. For me, nature is everything, and we are just. The nature is the source from which we have come. Panch Tattva, you can say the elements of nature. What we can say, we are all we belong to it only. We have come from Panch Tattva, and we'll go back to the Panch Tattva.
That's a nice one, Shilpa.
Yeah,
So,
and
did you write this poem means while sitting at
no,
that
no.
place?
Actually, this I have written when I started writing. Initially, when I started, I just started writing 2 years ago. I'm not
Okay.
basically a writer. I just started writing out of whatever was coming in my thought. Because earlier I used to speak a lot. I used to say a lot. I used to comment a lot on other people. Then people said that you are a very good communicator as well as you can present yourself and your words also in a poetic way. Then I started, because of the inspiration of the other people, they said you can write. So they encouraged me and I started writing. I just started putting in the thoughts in my words, but I learned a lot about formal poetry, because initially it was Brother Prasanna, with whom I was associated in one of the groups, in forming the groups in on Mivi. That time I never used to write, but he said that you can start with the free words and all, because I thought that writing poetry is very difficult. But later on, as I uh, got into this, I found myself that I'm very engrossed in poetry, and more I'm finding myself comfortable. And I learned so many things, and still I feel it's a huge, you can infinite galaxy.
It is
Poetry
right.
is an infinite galaxy where you need to learn every moment. Because formal poetry, I'm not comfortable yet. So when Mr. Lakshman Rao mentioned about sonnet, I tried to write sonnet many times, but I failed because I did not understand the pattern of writing sonnets. For that, I think still 10 more years I need to read all the sonnets again and again.
You know what happens? Poetry usually is something that comes from the heart. And when we follow a form, we have to apply, some part of
The
our brain as well.
limitations, I have never been a writer and I have never read anything. Like, I'm not a avid reader and all, like, okay, go on reading and doing because of the life, means studies earlier, then marriage, then kids, then work. So it's like I never got a opportunity to read anything, but I think now I want to continue reading poetry and others' works and hear the poets from across the globe. So
We'll
now,
listen to your poetry in the next session again.
yeah, we can move to other people also
Yes.
who are there.
Jayashree ji
Uh,
is there for, I think you called Nirmala ji. So, Nirmala ji, you can please,
Yes, ma'am.
you can introduce yourself with a little introduction. Nirmala ji, are you there?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes. Not visible though.
One moment, yes. Am I visible? Am I visible?
yes, you are visible now.
Yeah. So my have been writing for the last 5 years, to be very specific, and I'm not a literature student basically. Initially, I started off my career by being as a dietitian, working as a dietitian, and then I switched over to teaching. And but my interest towards this English language has been right from the beginning, from my childhood, as my father had an excellent command over the language that inspired me to write. But he never wrote poems. He had a good command over the language. But I just started writing since last 5 years, maybe one or two poems. And then it is only through the last 1 year active participation during the COVID time that in this online poetry competitions that I have participated. And before that, earlier I had written some articles. And I'm working as a lecturer in pre-university college. So as Madam Shilpa mentioned, I'm not a hardcore going into Shakespeare kind of deep into those things. I just write what I want to write, and I just don't follow any particular. I love to use simple language as inspired by Mr. R.K. Narayanan and his style of writing, though he never wrote any poems. But my funda is to convey simple message, inspiring message to the readers, and it aims out to reach out to them, like by conveying some message. So I don't write basically this romantic genre of poetry or the other things. I am not, I don't know, yeah. I can never try it also. Like it is not my cup of tea.
No,
So the
we can
other day
do.
also,
See, don't limit yourself by saying that I cannot do. We can do everything. The only thing is we limit ourselves.
yeah, so that's what, as Madam said, busy with family and then like kid and my own work. So hardly we get so much time. But in between, whatever we can do, we are just trying to explore our interest and passion. And participating in these competitions has like helped me a lot to improve my language, and also like how I could deliver within the given time and theme. That is what I have grown as a inspired, so keep writing. So I think that motivates me more.
That
So
must be the compliment, precious compliment.
yeah. So and has nurtured my talent and helped me grow. And I'm truly indebted to all of them, each and every poetry platform, be it the Passion of Poetry, be it the Fertile Brains, be it Pen Wonders International, Oxygen Pen. I'm like, the way they have encouraged me, it motivates me further to write more and more. That's what I can say.
Thank you, Nirmala. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. And since we are, having time constraint, so we'll
Sure,
be moving on to the next.
sure. Thank you.
Can you please announce the next one to introduce?
It will be, I think, who is left now, Mr. Binod ji. And are you there, Mr. Binod?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you introduce yourself in few words?
I am Binod Dawadi from Kathmandu, Nepal. I am the students of the literature, and I love to read the writings, literary forms, and I wonder and went in the imagination of the writer and travel through their writing. Like by such things, I try to create my own some pieces of writing, and I also just started. I am new at writing. One day could be better, I hope. And our country is very beautiful, and I am very much inspired by the many English writers like William Shakespeare, John Keats, Thomas Hardy. They inspire me, and from their writings, I get very creativity in my life. This much. Thank you.
Okay, now Renukuntla Murli ji, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, sure, madam, sure. Madam, I am Mr. Renukuntla Murali. Basically, I am the English teacher, madam. I mean, I am the government teacher working as headmaster in Cherial, Siddipet district, Telangana state. I did my MA English, MPhil, B.Ed, MS Psychology. I'm having at least 5 degrees PGs, madam.
Wonderful. You are a
Actually,
very
I'm first of all,
most
my
literate person in this
madam,
group right
my
now.
thanks are due to first of all my beloved friend and the other person Kumar. Because 3 years ago I got a heavy and major operation. I got rebirth, madam. Otherwise, I might have died. I got rectal operation in Yashoda Hospital. With the grace of God and doctors, I got rebirth. After 6 months, I met Prasanna Kumar in one meeting at Mancherial in Karimnagar district, nearby Karimnagar district, Telangana state. I I am actually, though I am a professional teacher, I write poetry in Telugu and I poet bilingual poet Telugu and English. I am a singer, writer, and my I have written more than 355 and 50 in Telugu language. I have been awarded as Shataka poet by using rhetorical language, and also I participated in English with the inspiration of Brother Prasanna Kumar sir and madams different names. I don't have remember names, but there's a madam also there from Pen to Publishers, Tanya Tanya Arora. I'm very thankful to her on Kaushik Mukherjee and Nazma Hair. There are different lecture platforms have been inspired, and till now I have written more than 650 poems in English medium. I got more than 400, 500 like that certificates of appreciation. I am being selected as the good educationist, best educationist in the year of 2021. And I have written books, 10 books on spoken English communications. I am also having one institution at Janagam and the spoken English trainer. And I have written 10 books, madam. Among that, one book is in my hand. I would like to show you. This is available in Amazon. Spoken English and grammar, learn, practice, and canvas. And Islamic test part 1, Islamic test part 2, and 1000 verbs, more than 1000 verbs are also available, madam. Actually, I'm very happy to have such type of conversation with you because I didn't have hopes 3 years back when I was to hospital. And so thankful to God, madam. Still, I'm writing. Actually, I'm going to be retired in the month of July, madam, due to enhancement of the services of government in place by the KCR of Telangana state. I got again 3 years extension.
Wonderful.
And
If I'm allowed, I can continue my poetry writing in Telugu and English.
thank you, Renu.
Thank you very much, madam. I also for madam, I have
sorry to interrupt, but there are only 2 minutes are left and we may all log out. So I'll have to conclude this session. Only 2 minutes.
thank you.
Then
Sorry
have
for
a
this.
very
Sorry.
great evening to all of you. And let's say bye to each other, and we'll meet again soon next month, the last month of the year, 2021, and hope that 2022 will be a very beautiful year for all of us. And let's meet again in the month of December. And I hope in that meet, my brother Prasanna will be there to again take the charge, and
Yes.
we will have the same old way of conducting the event.
Yeah, thank you, Shilpa and Ekta.
Yeah, thank you, Jayashree. Thank you, Ekta, and thank you all the participants and my brother Prasanna.
Thanks a lot.
So he,
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
and thanks, Mr. Bijoy and Nirmala, Miss Nirmala, Vinod, and everyone. And let's meet again in the month of December.
Thanks to all, madam, sir, all members. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Wonderful poetry. See you next.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, we will leave there. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your.
Thank you. Bye bye.